Like in this video, you learn about Kirchhoff laws, which are useful in analyzing the circuits and solving the circuits, just like Newton's laws useful in solving mechanical problems. Kirchhoff laws are useful in solving electrical circuits. For that purpose, we are considering a simple circuit as shown in figure. Right? Generally, an electrical circuit it consists active as passive elements. Active elements means which are energy sources generally like EMF sources cells, and passive sources means which are resistors. These do not give energy, they take energy from the energy sources. So this circuit here, there are different resistors and EMF sources connected in certain pattern, and the whole pattern is called as a circuit. It's a meaningful pattern, so we call it as electrical circuit. And here, if you observe this particular point B, here the current I1 is coming towards this one, and current I5 is coming towards B. I2 is moving away from B. At this particular point, different currents are meeting. This point is called junction. The junction in an electrical circuit means a point where two or more currents meets. And one more thing you need to know is loop. Okay, in this area, loop means it is a closed path in any electrical. It may be part of the circuit. You consider B, E, F, C. This whole thing is called as a loop. It is a closed path and it is part of the circuit. This is called as loop. Next, the Kirchhoff first law. We discuss Kirchhoff first law. Kirchhoff first law is also known as junction law because it deals with the junction current, or we can also call it as current law because it deals with the currents. So to understand Kirchhoff first law or junction law, consider a junction B here. Junction B we are considering, and same I am drawing below the figure. Right here, the current I1 is coming towards this junction B, and this is I5 and this is I2, same as in circuits. Right? This Kirchhoff junction law says that the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at any junction equals to 0. The algebraic sum of any currents meeting at a junction equals to 0. What does it mean? Let us say this means that whatever the current that is coming or moving away, if you add all of them algebraically, I mean with some certain sign convention, if you add all the currents algebraically, means using some sign convention, then the total current becomes 0. So we can understand in this way. Now you consider the junction B. For junction B, there are three currents I1, I5 and I2. So we consider sign convention as like this. Whatever the currents they are coming towards the junction, they are taken as positive currents. Once again I repeat, whatever the currents they are coming towards the junction, they are taken as positive, and the currents which are leaving the junction or which are moving away from the junction, they are taken as negative. If you consider at junction B, for example I1, which is coming towards the junction, it is taken as positive current. Now if you consider I2, which is moving away from the junction, it is taken as a negative current. And if you go on summing up like this, giving sign conventions, we can say like this. For example, junction B here, I1 is coming towards the junction, so we take it as positive, and I5 is also coming towards the junction, so we take it as positive, but I2 is leaving the junction or moving away from the junction, we take it as a negative, and sum of all these things equals to 0. This is what Kirchhoff's current law or junction law. The algebraic sum of all the currents meeting at any junction equals to 0. And similarly, we can consider another example here. Let us say an arbitrary circuit where this I1, I2, I3, I4 currents are there, and at some arbitrary junction. Now you say I1 is coming towards the junction, we take it as positive. I2 is also coming towards the junction, and we take it as positive. I3 is also moving towards the junction, we take it as positive, but I4 is leaving out of the junction, so we take it as a negative, and sum of all things becomes 0. So summation of currents at any junction equals to 0. This is what called Kirchhoff first law or junction law or current law. So actually, conceptually speaking, the Kirchhoff current law or junction law is a consequences of law of conservation of charge. Now you coming to this junction be here, I1 is current moving towards the junction, I5 is also moving towards the junction. These currents, when we say current means flow of charge. So I'm just imagining this picture as a flow of charges. So these charges are moving towards the junction, these charges are moving towards the junction, and these charges are moving out of the junction. Whatever the charge that comes towards the junction, that must move away from the junction. This is what called law of conservation of charge. Just like in your chemistry, you balance the number of atoms of each element on either side of an equation, chemical equation. While balancing the chemical equation, you balance number of atoms on each side. That means number of atoms of elements in reactants must be equals to number of atoms in products. In a similar way, whatever the charge that is coming towards the junction, that must leave the junction. So this is what called law of conservation of charge. Our Kirchhoff law, current law or junction law is a consequence of law of conservation of charge.